Why not? Why not? If Crawford is still campaigning at 147, who else should he fight at 147? You guys tell me. I'm speaking from a boxing fan, not a fan of Crawford. I don't care about what's going on with the Spence situation. We know that fight is most likely not going to happen. Way too many injuries, way too many past injuries, and so on. So we know that fight's not going to happen. This whole debate that's going on all over the boxing YouTube community is because Crawford isn't giving the fans exactly what his plan is. Whatever that is, we don't know. But what we do know currently is that Crawford is the undisputed 147-pound welterweight champion. Therefore, if you are campaigning in that weight class, then you are supposed to fight the fighters that are there. That are there. Period. There is no debate there. We're talking about a guy who won the undisputed champion at 140 and did not defend it at all. He was supposed to fight Lipinets, and for whatever reason, he decided to move up. Great accomplishment for becoming the 140-pound undisputed champion, but you didn't defend it. You didn't defend it. It's kind of meaningless because you didn't defend it. Right? Now you go up into the 147-pound division and you have a subpar resume there, along with Spence too. Subpar resume. Not their fault. The 147-pound division is what it is. But we know about Khan. We know about Brook. Okay? Abanesian. All right? Good win for beating the last guy who beat Manny Pacquiao. But how good was that guy when most fans believe that Manny Pacquiao actually won that fight? The best guy on Crawford's resume outside of Spence, coming from a bad car accident and didn't look too great in his last two fights, in my opinion, faked the injury so he could duck the Manny Pacquiao fight and had Manny Pacquiao go in there and fight Ugas. Aside from Spence, Porter is the best guy on Crawford's resume at 147. And how good is Porter? Porter lost every single big fight that he's had. And I don't even consider Danny Garcia a big fight that he won. Danny Garcia has never beaten anyone at 147. The names. He lost to all of them. Even arguably lost his very first fight at 147 against Lamont Peterson, which I thought won that fight. And they were both coming up from 140. So if Crawford is fighting at 147, then why not fight Boots? Why not? Why not fight anyone down there at 147? Because if you're going to move up, then you need to move up. You need to vacate the titles. And 147 could do whatever they want to do with it. And you could go on ahead and look for the big fight that you could think of that you really don't care about winning or losing. It's all about the money. Because you calling out Canelo, you're going to call out Canelo, then you fight him at 168. No catch weights, no none of that. I'm seeing people talk about they should meet at neutral weights. If he's going to fight Canelo, it should be at a fair weight. No. You're going to fight Canelo, you do exactly what Charlo did, and you move up to his weight class. Why should Crawford get special privileges and Charlo didn't? Because if I'm not mistaken, Charlo was an undisputed champion at 154. Same accomplishment, two different weight classes. And I'm sorry if the MOBC is speaking the truth and you might be some Crawford fanboy out there, but this ain't the channel for you then. I'm a fan of Crawford, but I'm not no fanboy, and I'm going to tell it how it is. Marvin Hagler was past his prime. Past his prime. It showed that he was past his prime when he fought the KO knockout artist, future of the middleweight division. He was going to be known as the new rising star, passing the torch. Hagler was going to pass the torch to John the Beast Mugabe, a complete KO artist. This African dude was knocking out everything. In past his prime, nearly losing most of the early rounds, Hagler came back and put an absolute beating on a guy who was never the same after that. It showed in his training. It showed Mugabe was never the same after that. Started losing fights to junior middleweights. That is a mark of a great fighter. An ATG, a GOAT. Marvin Hagler did it. Fans was saying, oh, back then he could move up to light heavyweight, right? Because there was no 168 at the time. If it was kind of there, but it wasn't popular. No one there. He should move up to light heavyweight and fight Spinks. And that sounds ridiculous then. When Spinks was a light heavyweight. It sounded ridiculous then. Just like it sounds ridiculous for Crawford to move up and fight Canelo. But if that fight was going to happen, guess what? It wouldn't have been a neutral weight. Hagler would have went up and fought him at the 175-pound division. But since he was campaigning at 160, decided to stay at 160, he fought the best guy there and beat him past his prime right before he fought Sugar Ray Leonard. And that's the fight that Sugar Ray Leonard saw that Hagler was not the same guy anymore. And then he took the fight. So I don't want to hear this nonsense about what did Boots do. I agree. What did Boots do at 147? Absolutely nothing. But Abanesian didn't do anything either. Brooke was coming off beatings. Amir Khan was coming off knockout losses. Porter can't win a fight to save his life in the big names. So I don't want to hear this, oh, Boots didn't do anything. Boots didn't do anything. What boxer today is doing anything? So many boxers out there aren't doing anything. It's the thing now in this modern division of boxing. I'm sorry I sound so passionate about it, but I am passionate about it. Because I'm tired of fans coming up with excuses. Yes, there are a lot of fighters out there who hasn't done anything. And that's the reason why we need to see them fight. If Boots fight Crawford, that is Boots doing something. That is him doing that anything that you're talking about. He would be fighting Crawford. And this isn't no, oh, I want Crawford to fight Boots because I think Boots is younger and I think he could beat the older Crawford. I think Crawford could beat Boots. And he should take the fight now and beat him and defend your title. I already have Crawford is above Floyd Mayweather. I have Crawford above Floyd Mayweather in terms of legacy. But ironically, the irony to the situation is Floyd Mayweather has a better resume than Terence Crawford. Yet we have him above Floyd Mayweather. This is the MOBC, my own boxing community. This is where I tell it like it is. Please like, share, and subscribe to the MOBC. Period. Point blank. My own boxing community. You heard?